Um, and welcome to this guide to Red Brick Rush Lego Batman. This category is like it's really like free play in many ways, but it's like a nicer free play, if you know what I mean. It's like free play without the boss fights and without the end triggers and stuff. And you progressively get better because you don't start with all the red bricks. So let's get into how you start the run. You can do your own save file, but I highly recommend you to go to speedrun.com, and under Lego Batman you get save file from Nice Fighter called Red Brick Rush, and it's under resources on Lego Batman in speedrun.com, on speedrun.com. You download the file and you get a zip folder. That's fine. Next up, you open up a new window in folders. Open up a new folder and you search your local disk. You search Lego Batman, and yeah, it's your C drive. In your C drive, you go towards, you search for Lego Batman, and up pops a folder called Lego Batman. You press Lego Batman, and then you press Saved Games. Or, yeah. There you can see 6 files, or less if you don't have all the 6 game saves in all 6 game files. It's called Save Game 0, which is Save Game 1 in game, and up to Save Game 5, which is Save Game 6 in game. The file from speedrun.com from Nice Fighter is Save Game 3. So, I mean, if you have something in file 3 you don't want to lose, you can rename Nice Fighter's file to Save Game 4 or 5 or whatever, and then it's just the same, but it replaces a different file. But you copy the file from the zip folder and copy and paste it over in the saved games in Lego Batman, and it pops up. The saved destination already has a file named Save Game 3 Lego Batman saved game, and you replace file in the destination. Okay. You can do it when the game is open. You can also do it when the game is closed. Just don't do it while you're in the save file. I don't know if that works. Okay. Yeah. How do you know this is this will always be game 4 if it's save game 3? So you just go here. And how do you know this is the right file? I mean, if you had another file like a finished run or something in there, you would have, first of all, you would have a different percentage. And if you switch the file while you have the game open, sometimes this game 4 is still the old percentage. But in game, but if you press and confirm load, then you enter, and first of all you have no sound. But I mean, if you do your own file, you will maybe have sound. So that's not what you're looking for. What you're looking for is the percentage. It's 47.1% with 2 million studs. And so you know, if the stud count and percentage is right, you're on the correct file. I'm not going to put music on because then you can't hear me as well. Before we start the run, we go to the extras and just scroll all the way down. And next off, we go up and go to the shop. You can also do a file with shop, but you would have to go to the shop and preload the shop. Not preload, preset the shop to suit upgrades. But because I am lazy and I don't feel like doing my own file, I have to buy Mad Hatter's Glider. I have to buy Catwoman's motorcycle, and I have to buy Penguin Minion. When that's done, we go to suit upgrades and we leave. Usually when running this category, you would already have preloaded every level and set the pointer on the right levels. I have not done that now, so you just know why the loading screens are long. I'm usually lazy, so I don't do it, but if you are really going for a good time, you should do it. Then we go. First level is 1-5. And we just select Batman and Robin, start the game, and timer starts when you take control of our character. Okay. Run here. Switch to glide suit. Switch to this one. To freeze. Then freeze. I never had that happen before. Freeze Batman. Switch to Joker. That was really bad, actually. But it works. I don't know if it works. Yeah, switch to Batman. It's really bad. I actually want to do this again. This is okay. Um, this trick is called freeze flight, and usually you would get way more height. But to explain it is you go to the glide suit as Batman, you freeze him with Mr. Freeze, and then you handshake him with Joker. And to make it faster you switch from Joker, and to get as much height as you can you double tap jump as fast as you can. The faster you double tap jump, the more height you get. And you have to do it quickly, otherwise you saw I did slowly because I was trying to talk about what was going on, and then I got a low height even though I was pretty fast up. And then you just E-glide. Here you'd normally land. Normally you would land here. You drop in player 2. Build. I do not know why player 2 is Penguin, but I mean, why not? Switch to Ivy. I mean, it's not bad as Penguin, it's just unusual. And you jump over. Do this, 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 and this. Build, 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 and build, and then jump on red, blue, green, and purple. You can see it here, what you want to use. Then you don't want to stand where I just stood, like here, in front of the door, because then you go with the door. You want to stand here, and then open, the door opens, and you just run in. Get the red brick, 7 exit. You don't have to wait for the red brick to like go all the way. Then you skip the end screen, or the text on the end screen, by just mashing jump. When I talk about mashing jump, it's the button you usually use to jump. It's X on PlayStation controllers, and it's A on Xbox controllers. So now we run through the Batcave, and we go to Arkham Asylum. We have Ivy on player 1, which means we can do a skip. Suit upgrades 1, 2, 3, 4, buy. Then go out, jump over there, which is a bit faster, nice corner cut, which is nicer to do with another double jump, which you can't just do with double jumper. And then this should be preset to level 1, and we enter just with Ivy. Or now we have access to the most useful trick in the game, called SSJ. We switch. I'm going to demonstrate how SSJs work. You jump, and what I just bought was Slam, which is this. SSJs work by cancelling your Slam by switching characters. This happens, but you can do it again and again. So you can fly really high, meaning you can skip a bunch of stuff. So what I do is I press X and then I press X, W, that's I jump, attack, move, jump, attack, switch character to the right, then switch character to the left. And then it goes faster than I. Then it's easier to do than if I just I started by trying to move left, and it was bad for me. But different things work with different people, and you just want to check out what works best for you. And this is a trick I would just get really comfortable with, because this is the run. But when you enter the level, you are Ivy. Then you just switch to Batman and land on the ground. You want to run. Okay, you don't want to take a death. So if you are taking too much damage, you want to fly up, like I did. And you don't want to get blocked like I just did. That's really unlucky. The thing why I'm on the ground is because I can run, then I can glide. I can glide, and if they hit me when I'm gliding, if they punch me or kick me, then I get a damage boost and I fly faster. So that's why I'm on the ground. But I got unlucky, and yeah. But you don't want to take a death. That's really slow. So if this happens, if you see that this is going to be bad, you just fly up, and you don't lose too much time by doing that. Then you SSJ over here, grab the red brick, save and quit. This red brick is fast built, so it's really useful. Next red brick, this is a red brick we will buy. Next red brick, we will also buy it, but I mean we just select whatever. And when we enter the level, we press down, or just press jump. Then we kill that, switch to Robin. I think Robin is faster than Joker, I'm not 100% sure. But we switch to Scarecrow plane. And our objective here is to go over this and then get the helicopter, because then the missiles are active and you don't have to wait there. Then you go towards this. I went too far. That's actually really bad. And yeah, now I would not advise you to use the glider, because I mean the glider is faster, but it's more inconsistent. This level is a huge reset point, and even though the glider is faster, you just spam through this. It's likely that you won't get the helicopters before they fly away, and then you have to reset the level, which is normally a reset. So I usually don't go for the glider on this level, but yeah. In 6-2 we get the red brick for free, so that you can't get frozen. It's a useful red brick if player 2 decides to be Mr. Freeze and just start freezing everyone. It won't affect you, but the thing is, it most likely won't happen, so it's like, it's just, it doesn't lose time to get it, so yeah. Next off we go to Joker's Masterpiece. Doesn't matter who we are, just enter the level. Ivy is always nice, but doesn't really matter. With SJ up there, blow this up, switch the other way, go through, and we have this. Get the blue one in here. Okay, then we get the red one here. We don't want to get it all the way here, because that will lose us time when we are here, because it gets stuck. Okay, let's just kill this guy. And we want to have it like here in the middle. Then we move this here. And again, we want to move it like here. We don't want to move it all the way here, because if we move it all the way here, see what happens. It gets stuck. It's annoying to fix. So, and this, you also want this blue one to be in the middle. So you go to this. Don't put this all the way to the end, because then you get stuck. Then do this as player 1. Drop in player 2. And don't do that. This was really messy. And we have the middle. Then we finish the level and we exit. You can also drop out player 2 and then exit, but I mean, just decide where you want to drop player 2 out, there or in Arkham. Don't switch it up all the time between runs, because it will mess up your sum of best. We go on to Lure of the Night. Just select whoever you're on and we fly away. Go to Batman and SSJ. The camera gets messy, but you just have to get good at knowing where to go. You want to go like in as straight of a line as you can to save time here. And don't get too low. Here you have to remember that you don't have invincibility, so you don't want to get into the motorbikes if you get motorbikes. You try to get damage boost. Remember, you don't want to die. And I'm going to show you now. You would just beeline to the red brick, but I'm going to show you one thing. You can't cut this corner because there's an invisible wall here. You can go really high and you can't do it. Yeah, nice. That was, but so just beeline here, hit the right height, and get the red brick. Quit out, and this level is super straightforward. Just again remember, don't die, even if you're trying to get boosts. Now you want, now you go to 3-5. The thing is, you want to, ow, I just bit my tongue. You want a gun character on Player 2. Preferably you'd want a Joker or Two-Face. We have been blessed by getting Two-Face on Player 2, so we would just enter the level. As soon as we enter the level, the thing is, we want Two-Face or Joker. Enter level and start killing. Kill all the enemies. Also the enemies up there. I mean, if the Joker is best, okay, this enemy is not too important, but I'm killing it because it's nicer. Okay. Next off, we don't do that. That's bad. Okay. Because now you can't target. What you want to do is go here and then up. Bam. Jump down, drop in Player 2. Why aren't the guys dropping in? Huh, that's strange. And this is the optimal route. This is, you want to hit the purple paint on the floor, and this is like really wacky. You can hit it and not get it. And if I missed this one, so I go here to just get this one. Yeah, there they are. The thing is, I want to kill those guys because otherwise I will get out of the. You can't assist. You can't switch character right away, so you can't SSJ. So you just run here, then SSJ. I was wrong. I was not glide suits because I was showing. Then you save and exit. This level is pretty annoying, but I mean, it is what it is. But you want to 1p2c, so with a gun character, so you can make Batman not. So you can make Batman not be taken out of the vehicle. Okay. Now, if you see a double jumper, you switch to the double jumper, but don't go out of the way to get it, especially if you're Moth, because yeah. Go to extras and go left one, buy and buy. If you had a save file with more stats, you could just buy everything, but this save file doesn't have more, so just invincibility, immune to freeze, and fast build. Immune to freeze is not a mandatory buy, but I mean it's nice. And we go to the Batcave. Somewhere here we go to extras, and here we save time by having already gun down in the extras when we're setting the run up. So now we have a choice. Do we go to episode 1 or episode 3? It doesn't matter. Just don't go to episode 2. It's the slowest way to do it. I personally go to episode 1 first, because that's just how it is in my splits. Then go to the level you want to play, and in my route it's 1-1. Here you don't want to SSJ. You don't want to do what I just did either. You want to go to the left on your character wheel, not right. Apparently SSJing here is slower. I can't see how, but I mean, I believe what people have told me. Here you want to get damage boost. I'm not getting any damage boost. And then you take a wide angle for this, because as you can see now, Clayface is not aggroed, which is nice. You can either batarang or just punch this twice and you get the red brick. Same quit. Next level is super basic. Just SSJs. Just use Batman. Go down and boom. Okay. Then you SSJ over here. I'm going to show you a bad mistake. Yeah, you saw what happened there. Don't make that happen. Just land there and then punch him. You can clip through this, which is slower. Which is, I mean, I think it's faster actually, but most often it's slower. This is just a better way to do this. And just do this. This is a pretty tight timing, so you won't always get it first try, but you should get it first try. Yeah, that's a really simple level. Just remember to SSJ high enough and go far enough for the first SSJ in the first room. Two-Face Chase is... it's a way harder level in free play, in my opinion, and in story. Start 1, 2, then switch to Catwoman because she's faster. By the way, 1, 2, I meant 1, you press jump twice. What you do now is that you line yourself so you're facing the police trucks. Then a cutscene starts playing, and as soon as the cutscene starts playing, you press jump, which means you will speed out of this room while the cutscene is going on, and you skip a cutscene. Like this. That was pretty scuffed, but it worked. Now we are using Catwoman's bike because she is insanely quick. Don't do that. You can do this drop in warp with Catwoman, but I find it nicer. Oh no, this is exactly why I Ah, this is tragic. This is exactly why. No, now you will see why free play is way harder than. Sorry, this would be a reset for me in a run. Because see, he's super close. He's still, Robin still drops in super close. Now I'll just do this level again because, yeah. You can also do drop and warp with. That was actually a dumb mistake. But if you fail the first try, the second try is super hard in free play. So just remember that. 1, 2. Then line up, cutscene starts, press X. It's not a tight timing at all, just press it when you start seeing the camera move away. Then dum bomb. Okay, Robin drops in here. I'm taking this really safe. Drop out, and here's the red brick. This is how this level is supposed to look like. I mean, if everything goes well, this is not a hard level. But if the drop-in warp does not happen first try, there will be problems. Now you switch to drop-in because it's better for the character wheel. And go to Potion's appointment. Go 1, 2, 3, right, 1 up, and select Penguin Minion. When we are into the level, we switch to Batman. Try to get some damage boosts with our glide suit. Nice. Switch to Sonic suit and go here. SSJ over here. Try to get some damage boosts. And here is the reason for our Penguin Minion. Land here. I mean, I'm going to show you that it's not the biggest deal if you don't land here. If you land here, we just go up and out and land there. Then we switch to Penguin Minion way faster because we're speedrunning and go through. And then we can hit the end trigger for that room, and we don't have to do all the vacuuming. Switch to Batman again, glide suit. Our best friend is the glide suit. Try to get the damage boost there. I just forgot to jump. Lol. And just go through this room. Switch to demolition suit. Build. And as soon as you are finished with pulling the levers and doing the Joker thing, you can get the red brick. You don't have to wait for this to open. You can just get it. This is actually a really useful red brick. Most of the red bricks most of the suit upgrades we will buy, we'll really only buy for one level. Yeah, and now it's time for a best skip. Just jump over here and go down. If you start with episode 3, then you can basically do the same from there. I'm just going to show you how that works. Then you would come out of here and just don't do that. Just jump, or even run off. Just don't die. Here you just go in as Batman or Robin if sometimes player 2 is still Robin. The player 1 is still Robin. Just SSJ up here. Don't go too high because then you won't hit the trigger. Then we SSJ. See this amazing flying stuff. There's a bunch of random stuff flying in this game. We don't want to be too high because then we won't know when to go down, but we don't want it to go down too low either because then we would trigger the Catwoman. Why didn't you slam? We want to kill these enemies. Bam, bam. This can be annoying, but I mean this is not too hard. And then you get the... You batarang the wall, don't punch it because you will start punching the enemies. And then you Sonic the other window, battering the window, and then you saw the other window. You understood me. Now into Batbot battle. This level has some new techniques, so I'm going to go through it once, like showing, just it's gone. Why did this not work? What I'm doing now is clipping out of bounds. This is really easy. Oh no, I'm not doing that again. I'm stuck. Let's just... By the way, you're not supposed to go there. I'm just... Actually, I can't do it again now to show you. I wanted to show you first what was going to happen, but then everything was bad. Which doesn't matter really. You had this level, like you saw, and I want to just quickly explain this skip for you. You start by switching to Killer Croc, and you go here, between the wall and this thing, I don't know what's called. You can't do it here, or, yeah, just you go straight at the wall, and please. And when you're really close to the wall, you just switch. This guy is annoying. Switch to Batman. I don't know. That's strange. I'm maybe not being patient enough. This is not this hard to skip, this is a really easy skip. I'm just not getting it for some reason. Yeah, here we go. And then you switch to Robin, count to 5, 2, 3, 4. Actually you count to 4, not 5. Then go close to the wall and enter the cut. Next skip, you blow up these two sets of barrels, switch to Penguin boat, Go under. And this is a hard skip. You're not supposed to do that. I was just annoyed, sorry. If you blow up this thing, you like have to do the 4 buttons or reset the level. At that point I would do the 4 buttons or the old method of doing the skip. I actually would never use the old method of doing that skip, so I'm not going to talk about it. What's happening? What? I don't know why this is not working. This has always been working. No, it just won't work. Okay, this works now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just don't go in bounds. Yeah, I'm sorry about this mess up. Then 1, 2. Switch to submarine. Go under. You don't want to be too close to the wall. That's my problem now. And then it's a waste of bunch of time. So you go under. And the small crocodiles make this really annoying. And then you get out of bounds. Switch to Robin. And one thing to be afraid of here is to go in bounds. So you see how this is the first button. I'm pretty far away. I continue here. The second button extends way further back. So you just have to know about it, then you won't go in bounds. Then next thing is here we want to get in bounds close to the gate. If we don't do it, we will hit the trigger for next room from the other side, and we will spawn in front of the gate with the gate closed, and that loses us the level. So here we enter the level, switch to the penguin boat, and wonder why we don't get as big penguin boat as the game does. This was going to blank, but this didn't blank. Go under here and hope for good RNG. This can be very... and you have to aim, but you can get unlucky with how the targets go up. And if that's happened, that's just a feels bad moment. But as you could probably see, this is a pretty hard level, so you just have to put time into it. And with the button skip in room 2, you don't want to be too close to the wall on the top of the screen, because then you won't ever get it. That's like... yeah, that's the most I can say to you. Here we have a short but a hard intentional red brick. What I mean by that is we switch to Robin straight away, is that this has a insanely tight timing, so we have to do this very quickly. Okay, I was not sure if I had got it there. And get the red brick. I'm pretty practiced in that, and I don't get it first try all the time. So this is really tight. Like, all of those tasks are strangely tight in this game, but I mean, I'm not complaining about it, but it's strange compared to the difficulty of the rest of the game. Here we just enter as Batman. Or if we are Robin, sometimes you can. Sometimes you have Robin in the lobby, then it's okay. SSJ up there. Blow this up. Slam down here. Build the red brick, get it, and same quit out. Really simple level. But if you start that level with Robin, sometimes you start the level with Robin, it sometimes like changes in the Batcave. I don't know what causes it. Just switch to Batman. Don't start scrolling through everything to get to Batman. Next level, Penguin's Lair, or Club Penguin, like I want to call it. What I usually call it, because yeah, it's just switch to Batman. Fly over. Go to the bottom right corner. It makes you less likely to be blocked. I was still blocked there, but it makes it less likely to get blocked. Then watch this insanely long cutscene, or forced camera, if you want to be technical. Run, run, run. Get this down. Switch characters. Yeah, or just you want the glide suit. This is taking a long time for some reason. See how far I could get because I had the glide suit. And this is over. By the way, you can choose if you switch characters there. It can be annoying to switch characters. So it saves like 1 second, maybe at most. But yeah. Now switch to Robin. And that's because you guessed it. We're going to go 1, 2, 3 and up to get the penguin minion. Because we are doing another escape. Switch to glide suit, fly over here, and we go over here. I'm going to go for safety, so I land on here and go here. Okay, we run towards the door. I'm going to show you, if you're not, you can't run through the door, but you can run through here. And if you die, you would spawn at the start of the level if you don't take the safety. That's why I took the safety. But yeah, just run here. You can't SSG up, but if you go a bit back, you can SSJ. Okay, so come here, move a bit back, and if you enter the level with the characters placed as I did, then moving 3 back will put you at Penguin Minion. So you do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. It's a hard skip. I'm like not getting 3. My hands are like messing up. Yeah, and what happened there was I just landed on a really tight platform with the penguin minion and then I walked into the end of room trigger so I could get into this room. And I mean, it's, you can't just do this as Penguin Minion, and the thing is you have to switch before you get into the correct line for the landing place, because if you switch characters when you're under the pipe where I landed, you upwarp to the pipe. So you have to land as the Penguin Minion and then walk in, and then you can skip the room. I mean, as you could see, this is pretty hard and takes practice. Just SSJ over here now, and E-glide over. You can't SSJ in the void. Try not to get blocked here. I don't know why I didn't get a damage boost. Then you go over here. Want to kill these guys because otherwise you will start grabbing them. Get the purple. While you have free time, switch to Scarecrow. Do the green. Because Scarecrow is a bit quicker. Then do the orange. You can also switch to double jump character if you have problems getting the red brick. Yeah. Next off is 1-2. We really like Harley Quinn, so we don't want to fight her, so we don't go to the end room. Just run through here, don't make him block me. Trying to get damage boost. He would not give me damage boost. Trying to make this guy give me damage boost. Okay, nice, 1 damage boost. Go over here. Switch to Robin. Don't deal with the enemies. This is a really finicky one. Kill this guy because otherwise you would grab him. Yeah, I have to kill this as well. Oh man. You see why I have to kill them. I was unlucky, he didn't die. Now get the red brick. You don't have to get the blue ones. And the thing, you can punch lunge into the box, but you can't do anything if you punch lunge into the box. That's just a soft lock. So don't do that in a run when you're trying to save time. I'm going to show you 2 methods of doing next level. Just enter a level. And one is really risky, saves not that much amount of time. And I would not go for it if I were you, because it just loses your runs way off more often than it doesn't. So in this method you angle yourself at the right place. I did not angle myself in the right place for that method. So as you can see, I went through the through the wall while the cutting is going on. Ideally, you would like get to here, but that did not happen. But what really often happens when you do that is that you just hit the trigger for the next cutscene and you lose a bunch of time because you have to do a puzzle in this room. So mostly I just blow up the turret and go down, so that doesn't happen. I go. Okay. Next, this is a normal method. You go down, then you go here, press down. Not too late, early. I'm doing it too early, but if you do it too early, it's okay. This is how it's supposed to look like if you're going for the fastest possible method of not YOLOing. But it's better to go too early than too late, because if you go too early down, this just happens and then you just turn around there, and I mean you lose a bit of time, but you can't get through. If you do it too late, you hit the cutscene and that's a catastrophe. You switch to Mad Hatter's Glider because it's fast, and enter the room. Also, he is gliding pretty fast in this room while this cutscene is going on. Target the thing, please. And then you are supposed to this 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it seems to be 4 times. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then you attack that. It's done 9 times, and then you can attack the red brick. So left one is 4 times, not 5 times, and right one is then 9 times, and then you attack the red brick. Next level has a really useful red brick. And this red brick is the biggest reason why we buy suit upgrades. Switch to Batman. Glide suit, sorry. There's only one Batman suit, and that's a glide suit. Interesting. Usually player 2 switches to Bane, not Ivy. Actually, this room... Oh no. What? Okay. This has never happened before, but I mean... interesting, to say the least. That's really strange. But... what usually would happen there is... Ivy is that you get a drop with player 2, switch player 1 to player 2 with triangle or Y, and then slam the wall like I just did and finish the level with this SSJ. But what happened was that player 1 just dropped out really fast and then dropped in, which worked out. This level, as I said before, we like Harley Quinn, so we don't want to fight her. SJ up here, 1, 2, 3. Open this up, but don't open this completely, because then Harley Quinn will go out, and then we will have to hurt her, or go past her, and we don't want to hurt Harley Quinn. Then we go here. There's an invisible wall there. Then we don't switch that way, we switch left for a strength character. And we want to switch characters. There. We don't want to jump. We want to switch characters. It's because it's a bit faster. You have to jump 5 times. You will just have to switch. If you switch characters, you will get it in 3 or 4 times. Preferably would want to end with Ivy, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. Just end with a character that you're using. Don't go and switch off to Ivy. It's because of the small skip in Arkham we do why we want to be Ivy, and Ivy is also a really useful character. But it doesn't really matter that much. It's only in like 1 level or so. Yeah, this can happen. This is why I don't jump too early. And I got Clayface either way, but so it's really so it really doesn't matter. You go. It doesn't matter if you go right or left here because suit upgrades are as far in both directions. 2 to left, and just buy everything until 2 to the right of Slam, which is armor plating. I'm going to go through why you want this. 2 to the left because faster. This is for the vacuum suit or a track suit. This saves a bunch of time. This one is just because it's there. Fast grapple, we never use grapple. We just buy it because it's there. It's faster for them. It's just easier. Fast batarang save time. More batarang targets also saves time. Flaming batarang, it kills in 1 hit, so it's useful. More detonators, it's there, so I buy it and it's not worse. And armor plating is really useful for building the Batman. We use it once or twice. So basically we could just open this, go left, buy just this, but the rest is that no, actually flaming batarang is worth it. So no. It's worth going for all, and as you already have to go here, going here is not too much further. Sonic Pain, I don't know what Sonic Pain is, but I think it's where you push your enemies down. That's not worth getting. Area effect is slower than using the normal Sonic suit. Bat, useless. Freeze batarang, don't even know what it does, but it's useless. Decoy is annoying and useless. And fast walk is useless. We don't do anything that it would help with. And the thing is, magnitude is like, you could buy it, but it would not do anything. We just don't want to buy this one. That's why we don't go and buy every one of these. Then we just go out and run. Next level, I'm going to show 2 different versions of the start of the level. We just enter the level with the players we want to have. For this first version, I'm going to show you the double jump methods. because it's you do this to get over here. The second method, which you don't want double jump which you don't need double jump character for, is this SSJ. You switch player 2 and you get better at 1P2Cs than I am. And you move the truck with player 2 while you batarang with player 1. You go, I went the wrong way, you go for penguin. You actually go for penguin, you're still using penguin here. Switch to Batman, go to the demolition suit, because then they can't stop you unless they punch you. Nice snipe here. Go a bit in. This is a bad placement for the... My character really is super bad at the moment. Then use this. Drop in player 2. Oh man. Switch to your mind control character. I'm sorry, my character wheel is like super bad at the moment. You're not supposed to have a bad character wheel. Then drop out player 2 and exit. It would be super nice if you could get if you can get Ivy or something. Okay, thing now, I have Ivy. I want Ivy on player 2. If I don't get Ivy out of that level, no, it doesn't matter really. I thought I was one level further in, so yeah, you just go into this level. I'm sorry. Just go in with the character we have. Don't have to switch to player 2 for Ivy. And go here. Boomerang out of bounds, go down here. And then we go here in. I'm going to just finish the level. We want to... This is really unusual. He never aggroes. I'm going to show you now a problem that can happen in this first room. So, yeah. So I'm just going to show you two things that can happen in the first room, which you have to be aware of, and how to not make those things happen. First it's landing inside here. If you are inside here, you're soft locked. No, not soft locked, you can still switch to the other character and do the same. second, and that's a huge time loss. The second one is if you are in the wrong place and switch character, you will go fly right up to the top. The way to fix the first mistake is to just fall through the ground, not jump, just fall through the ground after you clip out of bounds, and just go to the right then. Go under. To fix the second one, you just have to be in the right place to go up, to upwarp. I even failed to show you how that's done because I just warped left to the right place, so you just have to go to the right place for the upwarp. Okay, next level. If you'd have Ivy on player 1, then you would have to switch Ivy to player 2. But before going in, but as I have no Ivy and no Scarecrow, I just go in. Switch go Ivy player 1, Scarecrow player 2, and accept. Scarecrow player 1, Ivy player 2, sorry. And I drop out SSJ up here, switch back to Ivy. No, I switched to Scarecrow, sorry. Well, this is not that tight, but it's pretty tight. Then you switch 10 times to the right, vacuum this, switch left to the suit, and blow this up, switch 5 times to the right, drop in player 2, one P2, see this, move player 2 here, set a cake in, and don't drop out, just go out of the level. That was a muscle memory mistake. The hardest parts about this level are the carousel wheel and just the start of the level, the lever. But the lever isn't really hard. It's just the reason I am messing it up is because I haven't done this level that way very often. So you just have to do it a few times and then it's easy. Enterprise and theft, you just enter the level. Nothing more to say, just enter the level. SSJ up here. And hit this trigger from behind. Build this. SSJ twice. Okay, I'm too far. This is the first time I've ever done that. Just get over here. And get over here. Now SSJ over this and over this. Build this. And we want our player 1 to be this guy. This is probably the hardest person in the game. I fail it way too often. But the thing about this puzzle is it's always the same. So that means if you have problems remembering how it is, you can just write it down. Preferably we have Penguini on player 1, and if we don't have on player 1 it's not that big of a deal, but it's better. We can both switch to him, but the character wheels get pretty strange. Or just use bombs with Batman. Then we just fly. We have to follow the rooms because it doesn't work otherwise. And this level is really straightforward. Really cool though. Looks impressive. Now it's also really good to have Penguin, but not necessary. So we enter 1-1. It's nice to have Penguin and not necessary, just to make it clear. Break this or jump over it. Hit this cutscene. It's necessary. Do not enter the car as Mr. Freeze because he doesn't have a double jump, but don't lose time by not going into the car. Just have it in mind. Nice to get some damage boosts here, and then switch to your female character, which in my case is Ivy. And for the final room, you just SSJ over. This is not a hard SSJ, I was just being bad. And yeah. Next level, we say goodbye to our friend Penguin and go and use the Penguin minion. This is a bit of a downgrade or upgrade. Switch to Batman faster than I just did. And we just SSJ over everything. Good to be pretty close to the ground so we can see where we are. I'm going to land here. We don't want to land here, but I'm just going to show you where you don't want to go. If you go over there, you stop being able to SSJ. So you don't want to go over there. You just want to follow the path. Then you switch to Scarecrow. He runs pretty quickly. And then this, go back to our friend Penguin for optimal explosion, and we exit. And we're back to Ivy and Penguin, just some different characters. We go to free play again, like always. And the boats level, there are a few things I want to mention here. Okay, you want to be close to the turrets when you shoot them. Otherwise you will miss them, or you will, like I just did. Actually, with that one you want to shoot early because you most often hit it. Then you can just go over everything because you have invincibility. I'm going to show you what happens if you're far away. Okay, here we're close and it is super quick. Here we are far away. See how it just moves around. You don't want that. So here it's just the usual, getting the buttons. And then it's just close, close, close. And here we want to do this far away. If we do it, why didn't it go? If we do this, really, Robin. Okay, Robin was trolling really hardcore there. He was just not doing what I was telling him to do. If we try to blow up this wall close up, that's not going to happen. Now we're going to be doing a bad thing. We are starting with Batman. But not to worry, we still get Ivy. Really? Why? Oh, okay, sorry. This is not supposed to be annoyed. I do not know why I'm not getting the other bounce. By the way, go here. If you get in here, you just go towards the bridge and drop in. Yeah, switch to a... what? That's a very strange character wheel. I've never had a character wheel like that. And here is a really annoying SSJ because you have control of the character in a really short place. Go over here and through. Then you just SSJ up here. Switch to this suit. Switch back to this suit. If they shoot you now, they won't stop you because you're using demolition suit. And now it's just back to this and we say and quit. So now it's time for the grand finale. The most magnificent level in the whole run. It's just... yeah, it's insane. Not gonna lie. Start by going over here. Just break these. Pretty bad. No. The thing is, I'm going to aim with my batarang. The bin that's here and the bin that's here really don't really like to blow up, but you need them. So watch that you already have them before doing this. Okay, and then this part is just being fast. Don't stop like I just did. Always be on the move. You move by pressing left or right. You don't move by going up or down. I dropped player 2 in because if I don't drop him in, he would be in the way. I'm getting really bad RNG. Yep, bad RNG. And then the timer stops as soon as the character icons fade out. So that's the final level. After this level is done, now after all the levels are done, we want to go and check. We have 5 out of 5 red bricks. Hey, Harley Quinn. We switch to Harley Quinn because it's Harley Quinn. 5 out of 5 red bricks. 5 out of 5 red bricks. And then we go over and we see five out of 5 red bricks, 5 out of 5 red bricks, and finally 5 out of 5 red bricks. The reason for why we do that is because you often like exit the levels really quickly, and so you can't really see if there are red bricks and stuff. If you really got it, often you can hear it, but maybe you don't play with game sound, so it's just nice to double check after a run. This category is really fun, in my opinion. and just really underappreciated in many ways. As I said earlier, the category is not that. It's like a nicer free play. Don't have to do the fights. There's often a lot of shenanigans in the fights, and you don't have to do the end of level triggers. But it still has some tricks. It's like a pretty nice way to, in a nice category to go into before running free play, or if you're running free play and just want to get a bit of a break. You also progressively get stronger throughout the run, which is cool, and it's just in general very fun run in my opinion. Yeah, I hope you have found this tutorial useful, and thanks for watching. Hope you start running this category.